Okay, that seems okay. Can't see my legs. Ow. Okay. The creepy monkey. That's so rude. It's not creepy. It's trying its best. I needed my TTRPG journal, and of course I just stacked a whole bunch of stuff on top of it. Ah. Okay. Go. There you go. Oop. I just hit like a bunch of F keys. Oopsies. But hello everyone. I see Iris. I see, or I thought I saw Iris. Hello, Iris. Hello, Mr. Shaff. Hello, 64 and Goblin and Hungriest Clone. We have to come up with a nickname for you, my friend. Hungriest Clone is lots of syllables. Okay, what's on the table? You mean claw? You're right. Well, technically claws are at the end of my leg. Birds have legs. What do you think you eat when you go to KFC? My table has a lot of stuff on it. It has, well, I was talking about the ink spatters, so I have these like ink spatters from when I was doing the ink blots for Interview with a Worm, which I still have right over here. Man, they're so pretty though. Wait, hang on. Okay. Hee hee hee. But yeah, so thanks to that, I've got some ink all over the place, but this is a craft mat. It is made to be messed up a bit. And the thing is, these are all water-based inks. If I cared enough, I could like get a little wet cloth and probably wipe all of it off. But it's all right. Not that important. So, okay. Let me turn up my mic just a little bit. There we go. So here we are. Continuing on in the Hourglass Sings. I've started thinking that I should fill a fountain pen with this color because this game is like we're going, you know, like it's a long-term thing. And so I've been using a dip pen, but I'm starting to think that we should just fill a fountain pen. So the fountain pen that I have here in this model toggle is actually, it's this pen but darker. So it's like a dark blue version, but if you look, hang on, I'll zoom in so you can see it. Trying to zoom in on the pen. I don't know if y'all, can y'all see it? It's like, it's the same thing where it's a silver nib, but then it has the golden V-tip and the golden barrel. So this is actually a Ferris wheel press pen that I had my mama use as a reference for this pose. It's just, I chose a dark navy version because as much as I love this pen and I thought it would be really cool to have my model have a pen that I actually own, I thought the light blue would like blend in with my clothes, so. One of y'all should try the hydrate. I want to see if Mix It Up works. I know, you're so right. This just means that I need a new fountain pen. I need a dark blue one. Wait, hang on, I'll show you. Ow. Yeah, okay, so it works. Good, it works. It works. Except I'm not drinking water, I'm drinking ginger ale. But I do have regular water for when I run out of ginger ale. I need to hydrate because I did a bad thing and I had Korean barbecue for lunch, and so it's a whole bunch of salt. Okay. I pretty much only rock ballpoint pens and found my forever pen, so if they ever stop being sold, I'll riot. Ooh, what kind of pen is it? I am le curious. Okay. I like the idea of having this so I can just kind of show it. There. Ooh. So at times, I think it'll be good to have this for like when I'm pulling. Then we can see it, and then we'll skip to me writing, I guess. Also, the pens are soft touch, whatever that means, but they have a great hand feel. Oh, okay. So maybe it's like a, yeah, like a softer type of plastic or whatever that the barrel is, so it's easier to use. Or easier to hold, I guess. Not sure. That's good. Okay, Jack of Diamonds. Yeah, okay, so these are the cards that I used before, because in the table it says Jack of Diamonds was the last card that I used, so here we are. Okay. Right. The thing is, this game ends when I run out of cards, and so I'm very mindful of how many cards I've used, which right now is 3, 6, 8... Which right now is 15. So I feel like we've made some progress, but there's like not that many cards left, really. It doesn't feel that way. Okay. So let's go ahead and draw. So we're gonna draw for where did we leave off? Oh, we finished a hero phase, so we're on the town. Ace of... That's spades? It's not clubs, right? Spades. Did I already autofocus it again? Okay. Ace of spades. It's Sophie in the hat shop at the very beginning of the movie. It's very, like, the adventure begins kind of feel. Okay. Except we're kind of in the middle of it, so the adventure is not beginning, but hey. I wish I could have 2 different cameras so that they could capture when I'm facing this way at my L desk and this way at my L desk, because I feel like if I'm not careful, I just get stuck. What can you do? Ugh, okay. So let's check the rules. The town. The town. This is Ace of Spades. The highest point in town. Ooh, okay. Highest point in town. Okay, so that's the Ace of Spades. Okay. All right. Oh, that's from the moon rings, which, dang, I, like, bled through the pages so much. 160 GSM is a lie. You should be able to have multiple cameras going, just need the 2 video sources, right? No, but I mean, like, it's the camera that I use for tracking, and I don't think I can have 2 set up, unfortunately. That's the part that gets me, because a lot of times I'll be, you know, so... Let me try to describe the way my setup is. I have like a spare sheet of paper. Here, I'll just draw it here, I guess. So my desk is like an L-shaped desk that looks like this. All right. So I have this L-shaped desk, and my monitors are here. So this is like my big monitor, and then I have a smaller monitor that's sort of tilted that's like here, right? So these are where my computer monitors are at. So this is like monitor 1, this is monitor 2, but my little work area, like this current area that we're in, is on this part of the desk. And so when I need to turn to look at something on my computer, if it's on the little monitor, that's fine, but the little monitor is usually where I have OBS. But if I have to turn to look at something on my big monitor, my model, you know, because now I'm out of frame, so my camera or my phone is only tracking like the side of my head, which is why a lot of times when I'm playing these tabletop games, I get stuck looking like this or looking like this a lot, because that's what the camera is tracking. And yes, I can constantly recalibrate it. Like, so there's games where, which I could do it right now, which when I get to writing, I recalibrate so that I look up a little bit more when I'm writing. Otherwise, I just look like this all the time, and it looks really weird. But I can't do much about like turning and getting stuck like this, because I mean, I can't just have, unless I could have my camera on a drone that just follows my head around somehow, that'd be great. But unfortunately, that is not how it works. And so, that's my setup, you know. Model shrimping as best as it. Yeah, exactly. So then it just looks like this. But what can you do, you know? So, I think this could be solved maybe in the future if I ever get like a 3D model would be really nice because then you could see my full range of movement, like, but, you know. I think that's a bit overkill. I think it's fine as long as people understand that that's why I look funny a lot of times. But I'll rewatch one of my TTRPG streams and my model will just be looking like this the whole time and it's awkward. Like, I don't like it, but what can you do? It's reality. Okay. So, anyway, so highest point in town. I think it's time to make a new NPC, actually. Okay. And I consult my Against the Wind tables. That's what I'm gonna use, which is kind of, I feel like Against the Wind and the Hourglass Sings kind of goes together. You just need a camera team, right? I just need somebody to follow me with my phone and just, I don't know, that sounds so silly. But that's why I mean, if I could get a drone or something that could just constantly have my phone aimed at my face, that would be perfect. But not very realistic, and it would make so much noise. It would drive me nuts. Okay. It's a person. Where's my folder? Solo tools, D20. Ledger of names. I get my. You could train a burb. You're so right. That's what I should be doing. Forgot to open all my Oracle tables. People. And noble titles, patrons. Let's see, I just want a dude. I just want some kind of like I'm gonna find where's a good table for alleyways, market stalls, shrines, temples. I don't know about all that. The hardest thing is to just know what kind of random dude. Have a robot that is just a movable arm with face tracking. There, now we're talking. Oh, these are like full-fledged NPCs. I don't want that. I just want... Oh, here we go. NPC creator. Yeah, these are the... here we go. I need the nouns. This is what I needed. Okay. So I have this, because I want an NPC, but I want it to be somewhat random. Here we go. So I'm using the Universal NPC emulator, and they do have a table for just like, what kind of NPC is it? So that's what I need. Do I feel lucky? Do I want to use my Gothic dice, or these nice pretty blue dice? Let's do that. You have a... Okay. Where's my dice tray? What happened to my dice tray? Where is it? Uh-oh. Huh? Oh, it's downstairs. Okay, forget it. Okay, actually, I got 98. I didn't like it at first, but I'm gonna roll with it. 98 in this table is a beggar. Okay. Okay, I see. I got it. And at first I was like, that's, but then I thought on it, was like, never mind, actually, I have something in mind. Let's do it. Okay, yes, this is the same color. Good. There was still some invisible ink in it. You're right, that's what it is. I wonder if I should... I feel like I should allow my mic to pick up the sounds of my writing. I know it might not go over the music, but I'll try it. Where's the filters? Because I feel like it's a nice sound. It's the ambient noise. Okay. So we'll see if it picks it up. At least a little bit. I think it's a nice sound. Again, I think the music might be a little too loud, but hey, we'll see. One's in the not too distant past. I have to dip it a little bit because it's really hard. You could have Spirit City open, just use the sounds from it, though I don't remember if it has a writing one. I think it does, but... I wonder if that'll help it to flow a little bit. That's true, I didn't think about that. Mm-hmm. Let this dry a little bit and then I'll turn the page. Oh yeah, I'm fitting way more on each line, which is good. Hey Noelle, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna find an ambient writing sounds. Okay. How are you? Welcome, welcome. No, this is not the right one. Okay. I'm gonna find a nice ambient noise. Ooh, the head pats. Thank you, thank you. I looked away for a second while it was head patting. Okay, there. Now I've got some fountain pen noises. Doing okay, got some inspiration today, so I'm working on my creature collector RPG. Nice! Sounds so fun. I've been seeing other creature collector TRPGs starting to be developed too. Like, I think Kieran is working on one. Glad. I love that genre. Still need a little bit of... Oh, that's too tall. Ooh, a diamond! Nice. Nice, nice. I need something that's tall enough to... for this book to rest... Oh, okay, it's fine, whatever. Oh, wait. Ooh. What just happened? Oh, my little frog thing didn't go. What? Why not? Thank you, Izzy! Oh my gosh. I'm not sure why it didn't... Ugh. So why didn't my frog alert thing go? It's so... okay. Yeah, I'm wondering... So, in the interests of, like, making things easier for me nesting-wise in these different scenes, I created a scene that has everything, like the frog overlay, the fishing game, everything, and then I could import that into other places, but it doesn't... I don't know that it's working the way it should. I mean, I see the clock, so that's there. The fishing game obviously showed up, so that's fine, but... I don't know why the little frog thing didn't... My little frogs didn't show up. Oh, thank you! Oh my gosh.
Raiding with
thanks for the... Okay, I guess the frogs do work. Hello! Welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, thanks for the raid! Is it Vey Harzane? That's so pretty. Welcome, welcome. Got an ad as soon as you read my message. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Vey Harzane, and I hope I'm saying that correctly, is... Oh, Iris is in there. Hi, Iris. Is a dragon VTuber who loves to chill and chat. When she's not designing adorable VTuber pets, she's diving into a variety games or getting lost in the world of writing. Vampires and World of Darkness count her in. Catch her streams whenever you can for a comfy, relaxing time. Oh, that's so fun. That's so cute. I love that. That's so cute. Vampires, World of Darkness. Yay. Which I still, I really want to play a World of Darkness game properly. I've planned them and never been able to actually play them. Hope your stream went well. Thank you so much for the raid again. Nice, nice, nice. Vampires, I know. That's so exciting. Hello, raiders. Welcome in. I love that. Anyway, for those of you that don't know me, I am VTM indeed. It's a lot of vampires when I write. Stream was good, thanks. How has yours been? It's been pretty good. It took a little bit to get going because I had to, I had to like figure out which fountain pen had the right ink color because I've been playing this campaign all with the same ink color and I was like, cool, this pen has it. And then I realized, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like, I started writing and it's not the same shade of blue. I don't know if you can see it with the lighting, but it's like a turquoise color. So then I had to go find the proper ink pen and everything. But yeah, so I am, yeah, right. So it's just the whole thing. So I had to find a fountain pen that had the right color because I knew I had it. I just had to find it. But yeah, I am Hime Utsugi. I am a parrot VTuber because I like to yap. I yap a lot. I am quite autistic. I specialize, or I tend to play solo TTRPGs, although I've started branching out and doing group ones as well. But yeah, I mostly do solo TTRPGs. It's most of what I stream. I do stream video games about once a week or so, but it's mostly solo games as well as productivity streams where I'm working on the rulebook for my own TTRPG. Yeah, they're super fun. If you ever want suggestions or want me to like help walk you through one, like I would be super happy and down for that. So just poke me anytime. I love solo TTRPGs. I'm trying to spread them far and wide to everyone. The one I'm playing right now is called The Hourglass Sings, and it is based on Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask in the sense that it doesn't take place in the same universe or anything, but it has some similar themes of you are a hero who is able to turn back time because the world is ending for some reason, and so you are able to turn back time to fix people's I don't know, to fix people's mistakes and to prevent the end of the world. And so in this particular story, my character is a child with a music box. So when I play the music box, we go back in time, and it's like the darkness. So our antagonist is a wooden monkey toy, which looks like this. I just found it, but it's a wooden monkey that basically it was abandoned. Sorry, my camera was all calibrated funny. It was abandoned, and it was very resentful of it, and so now it's trying to end the world. Basically. And so that's the story that I'm telling. And this game is played by drawing cards. And so there's 3 phases. So I have a town phase, the darkness phase, and the hero phase. And in each phase, the story is like from a different point of view, basically. So right now I'm doing my town phase. And in the town phase, you're supposed to introduce like NPCs, or just you're fleshing out the town, like the world building of the town. And then in the darkness phase, it's a scene from the point of view of the antagonist. And then in the hero phase, it's a scene from the point of view of the hero. And these scenes can overlap, or it could be the same scene from different points of view, but it just kind of all flows. And when I get to the end of this 52 card deck, the game will be over. And this is my 16th card, so we're just getting through it. It's not a villain, it's just misunderstood. Yes, exactly. Every time I do, and chat knows, every time I do the evil phase, I'm just like, oh, the poor monkey. It just wanted to be loved. So we'll see how the story goes. But basically, every time I draw a card during one of those phases, I match it to a prompt in a table for a prompt list. And so, for example, the one I just did, or I'm doing right now, is the Ace of Spades, and the prompt it gave me was the highest point in town. And so I'm used that as inspiration, and I used another random table to tell me a type of NPC, and so I rolled 98 for beggar, and so I'm writing the story about this beggar who's at the highest point in town and how they came to be there. Sorry, I immediately started yapping at you all, but if you have to like raid and run and you've got to eat or sleep or what have you, please feel free to interrupt my yapping. I will quite literally go on forever. So, but yeah, if you ever want to get into solo TTRPGs, like, I'm your bird, so feel free to ask me anytime. You might want to move the monkey. Oh, well, yes, the monkey doesn't stay there, just there. Happy for the yap. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, yeah, of course. It's my bread and butter. I love solo TTRPGs, and I'm just happy to share them with people and hopefully spread them a little further and wider, you know, because D&D and World of Darkness and all those things are great, but then you have to wait for your group to be able to get together. And when you have a solo game, you can, you know, I mean, to be honest, I still run into scheduling issues with myself just because my schedule feels so jam-packed, but, you know, it's a little bit easier. I personally appreciate the recap. The yap is appreciated. Okay, that is good then. So I do sometimes worry that I yapif a tad too much, but, you know, you never know who's, you know, if it's somebody's first time watching, and so especially for these longer campaigns like this game, I try to recap somewhat. Actually, I don't know if I got around to recapping, but yeah, so that's where we're at right now, is one of the town phases. But yeah, welcome. Thanks again for raiding. If y'all have to go and take care of yourselves, please do take care of yourselves. But that's what we're doing here, and so I go through these phases of writing. So basically, the game goes, I write, and then I read what I wrote to y'all and kind of talk about the story, and then I draw another card for the next scene and rinse and repeat. And so there's a lot of chatting in between. I look up from my writing a lot. So if you have any questions or cool things you'd like to share, like, please, yeah, talk about your life, talk about what's going on, talk about other TTRPGs that you're currently playing. Like, I love to hear it. I am extremely nosy, so feel free to share whatever you will. Found grew to be. But yeah, it's always a chill time in here. Okay. The next time I use a fountain pen on stream, can one of you be like, Hime, empty out that pen, or you are going to be in a lot of pain cleaning it out a few weeks from now. Will somebody please do that for me, because mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Yeah, there's no way I can use that pen. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Feeling a bit. Ooh. Hang on. Oh! Verva is here. Hello! Very interested. I'm scrolling up. Very interested in your creation. Howdy. Hi! Welcome, welcome. And hello. Empty out that pen. Future you will appreciate it. Thank you. I did just now. Goodness gracious. Hang on, where's the... Well, so much for using that pen. We're just having a really bad time fountain pen wise. Okay, so I'm gonna empty out the ink barrel because clearly we are not using this fountain pen. I got so much dried ink out and there's still so much left. So I'm just going to put this back in. Hello, welcome. Yes, it is an adventure in fountain pen maintenance because I messed up. I done messed up several months ago. Yeah, other VTubers have technological scuff. I have, you know, 13th century dip pen scuff. We are not the same. Ugh. I'm so sorry to all the new viewers who came in during those raids and you're just like, the heck is this channel? All they've done is, like, try to put ink in this pen. Monk scuff makes me feel so much better about it. Okay, well, I did learn last time that this ink bottle, the neck is too narrow for this pen, so I do have to fill the ink well, so let's do that. All the best streams have technical issue segments. What do you know what? You're so right. I shouldn't worry about it. But you do get to see my inkwell. Where's my pipette? Did I clean out that pipette from last time? I think I did. Oh, you know what? It's in the bathroom. Let me go get the pipette. Oh my goodness. There it is. Atta! Pipetta! Atta! Okay. Who knows? Maybe Hime will play my RPG one day. If you make it, I will play it. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Any of my viewers, if y'all make a TTRPG, especially if it's solo, I will play it. I promise. So, you know, I promise I will. Grab out the quill and ink, light the candles. We have ye old tech issues. Yeah, see, when you guys call them monk issues and ye old tech issues, I feel so much better about it. It just makes it okay, right? It's cool. It's aesthetic. Technical problems. Okay, here we go. Wow, I can't believe we spent this much time. I have been streaming for an hour and 24 minutes and I've written like 3 sentences. This is the life. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Hime, I hope you fulfill that. My tarot road trip RPG is on hiatus, and this is the boost I need to get it going. I will. If you make it, I will play it. I promise. Because you know how interested I am in solo. Now, if it's a group game, it's harder for me to fulfill that promise. But if it is a solo game, I will 100% play it, and I'll probably stream it. I can do that for y'all. Y'all spend countless hours watching me. I can spend some hours supporting you and your stuff. Yeah, 100%. You make it, I will play it. I actually think, for the most part, my streams don't tend to have too much scuff. But when it's scuffed, it's really scuffed, shall we say. Where did my... Yeah, so my inkwell, when it goes on top, because it looks like a carousel, when it goes on top of the little carousel roof, it spins, which I need because my ink is sparkly, so it has to swirl all of the glitter in it. Lord knows I have the speed of a slug when it comes to my projects. Oh, I have one. It's not solo, however. Okay, is it like relatively soloable? Because I feel that any TTRPG with a little bit of work and some oracles and some creativity, you can make it solo. For goodness sakes, I am playing Fabula Ultima solo, so, you know. But, yeah. If you're one of my viewers, especially if you're one of my regulars and you make a TTRPG, like especially a solo one, I will play it 100%. Like, guaranteed. Especially because most of my polygons that have been working on games, like, they've been talking to me about them. Y'all share information about them. Like Noel's Creature Collector RPG, you know, he's been talking about it for ages. I'm so hyped, like, still hyped, like... You don't understand. I'm so nosy and I want to support you all in all the things. Like, I'm just your big grandma bird and I just want to support you in all of the things. Especially when the things are so well aligned to my own interests. What if I make solo rules for Break? If you make solo rules for Break, I will play it. I mean, I was going to play it anyways, but you know. Grandma, yeah. Or grandparent. I guess since I'm non-binary, grandma is a little gendered. Grandparent, grandpama? I don't know. Thank you for the follow. Ooh, welcome to the cosmos of creativity. Grand bean. Oh, I like that. Grand bean, grand something. Yeah. You know what? Would it motivate you if I made another forum section in the Discord for, like, TTRPG development? Kind of like the one we have for campaigns, but for, like, devlogs? Because I can do that. And then I can be nosy about all of your projects. Grand parrot. Oh, grand nib. Okay. The mound group. Okay. Is it going to write? Is my suffering at an end? Yep. Yeah, there it is. What happened to the music? Oh, I got to the end of the playlist because it's been over an hour. Anyway, we had some ambient sound, so I didn't notice it. Slowly turning the library into a hub for RPG writers. I love that. Except I am definitely older than you. I think you're only a little bit older than me, right? Haven't we talked about this? We talked about this? I think you are, but not by that much. Hang on, where did my... Ah. Hey, let me get another playlist. I also see Nini. Oh, Nini is so cute! Okay with Grand Burb. No, this one is a little too... this one is a little bit too sci-fi. There we go. Not by too much, but I was definitely in elementary school before you were born. I see. Can't believe I got my ass kicked by a rat again. Oh my gosh, that is the life, isn't it? Those darn rats get us every time. Okay, yes. Well, I mean, I believe that you're older than me, but I don't think it's by that much. Because I think you're younger than the husband. Husburb, hubby, hubberby. Hubberby sounds cute. I asked him if he would join in Jackbox yesterday and he vehemently said no, so one of these days. But then we ended up rewatching part of the stream because he wanted to see what happened. That was such a good stream. I had such a great time. He was like, that was pretty cool. I was like, yeah, you could have played. We had free space and like bracketeering. He's shy. Gave him a line. So many action games. Resident Evil fans probably happy though. Ooh. Oh my gosh. It's been a minute, huh? Roll for his name. Table, okay. I just use the ballads name table. Resident Evil, my beloved. I do like these. Okay, it's a two D12s. I'm using Against the Wind's name, so there's a prefix and a suffix. 8, 2. It's Bryn. No, that doesn't work. Goliath, I think is fine. Hi, Vector. Welcome, welcome. Six and 3. Kylena. Have you guys ever played with horror in a TTRPG? Well, I've played Call of Cthulhu. I've played D&D campaigns set in Ravenloft. Yeah, I've definitely played a few. Okay, I think I have finally finished this entry. Goodness. Took me a second. Holy crap, I've never actually seen someone use a dip ink pen before. Oh, have you never watched my other Hourglass Sings streams, I guess? Because I've been using a dip pen for this whole campaign, and I tried to use a fountain pen at the beginning, and haha, we had so much scuff as my fountain pen just refused to work properly, and I resorted to going back to the dip pen. Ugh. It makes for some cool aesthetic, you know. Okay, so let me read. Let me read it. Recalibrate. Okay. So this was the town prompt, which was the highest point in town was what the prompt was. At the very edge of town lies a tall mound. Romantics call it a windswept hill, but those who have lived in the town long enough know what it really is: a burial site. Once, in the not-too-distant past, there was a terrible disease that tore through the town, downing the young and the old alike. There too was a young doctor, arrogant and brash, who boasted of easily being able to develop the cure, but when the mound grew to become the town's highest point, his pride turned to ashes. The worst was that no one blamed him. There were no harsh words of rebuke, or angry, bereaved, beating their chests in rage or despair. They all gave him resigned, pitying looks, as if his failure was to be expected. This cut far deeper than anger, and left only hollow shame in its wake. The doctor, Gallius, left the town to wander. He found the cure eventually, but when he returned, there was no one left to use it on. The disease had passed, with or without him. One can hardly tell that the old beggar that ambles around town looking forlorn and guilty was once a handsome young doctor of such promise. But on this day, a young woman by the name of Kylena approaches the old beggar. "My father is extremely ill. Adeline says you are the only one who can help." But the beggar turns away, looking pained. "No, I can't be responsible for anyone else's life. Never again." He resumes his penitent vigil over the mound, windswept and haunting him still. There you go. There's two new NPCs. Got it. Add to our list. Okay. Okay, we're back in business. So thank you for your patience through all the scuff, but we're doing it. We got it. Oh, I'm blocking the NPC list, my bad. Ugh, I'm trying to lean out of the way. And then we have Kylena. Okay. What about the ink blot of shame? Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, That was from my fountain pen shenanigans. I should have known. This is the curse of the dip pen. It's like, how dare you? When I served you so well, how dare you try to use a fountain pen instead? Okay. I wonder if, here, this is what I'll do. I think this should work. I just added another column so I can scroll. Oh, well. I just need it to be wider. There! Now you guys can see the column and I'm not in the way. Yes, so there, you can see. So that's the current cast of characters. This is without the child and the monkey. They don't have names. That we simply call them the child and the monkey. But all the other NPCs have names. I thought about it, but I think it feels more like a story, like a fairy tale, if the child and the monkey don't have names and everyone else does. So, yep, I realized that Discord once again did not put me in streamer mode. Discord, what are you even? Jump scared by Discord notifications. Okay, those would be great cat names. They are cute. Great cat names. Oh my gosh, we have 3 people with A names. Okay, we're gonna have to pick a name from the later part of the alphabet. Later. Okay. Only took me almost 2 hours to do one prompt. My B. Okay. Okay, so next is the dark prompt. We're gonna see what the monkey is up to. Yeah, the dark. I am the promise of darkness, the cruel end of the world. I will embody the darkness in people. I will end stories and tragedies. I will show the world through a dark and twisted mirror. I will show the end approaching ever closer and the machinations of those behind it. That's the vow. I'm rereading it since it's been a while. Okay, now let's pull our card for the dark. It's the 6 of spades. Oh man, we're in a spades mood. Okay. Okay. This prompt is through naivete, I think. It's when you're naive. But it's as a noun, naivete. Through naivete, puppeted. Okay, that's good. I think we can get a glimpse of who is behind the monkey. Fit everything on the screen. It's tough. Okay. I need to remember what. Hello, welcome back. Remember what the monkey was doing. I needed a moment. It's been a week and some change. Okay. Coming out of its thoughts, the monkey finds the Baron trying to leave town. The will-o-wisps destroy the Baron's carriage wheel. Old crone means to defy the third prince to the end. The Baron sees in his nightmare. Okay. Okay. Okay, I got it. Oh! Ooh, hydrate. Oh, hydrate, yes. Ooh, thanks. I've got some sugar-free ginger ale, so I am hydrated. It is a liquid. There's water in it. Ooh, I have to make sure to do my event. Don't forget about the micro RPG. The spring event ends on the 8th, so if you want to get all those Easter eggs and get your little profile badge, make sure to do it. When the Baron leaves, agitated and ready to... Okay, finish this one. Alright, I wrote a lot. This game just really inspires me. Ugh. Oh, I also forgot, I think I forgot to update the spreadsheet. This is the, 6 of spades. Got a lot of spades. Okay. Right, so let me read this to y'all. Okay. When the Baron awakes, he is filled with anxious dread over Adeline's plans. The third prince must know of this treachery. The knights must be mobilized before Adeline stirs the whole town into a rebellion. Just as the monkey wanted, the Baron leaves, agitated and ready to call force upon the unsuspecting villagers. The people of this town must be made to know regret. They must feel shame and fear. Why? For what reason is the entire town being forced to repent? For what they've done, of course. But was I not betrayed only by my child? Does the whole village have to... Ah, yes, you would know best. All were complicit. All must meet their terrible end. The monkey circles the burial mound each time it does its tour around town with the will-o-wisps. The woman, Kylena, is her father ill from... Hush. No need to dwell on such unpleasant things. Go to your tasks. Alrighty. I'm writing prompts. I have some ideas. I'm making this up as I go. I have some ideas in the back of my head for like an overarching story, but then I'm not like beholden or stuck on any of those ideas, because I know that just depending on the prompts and the way things go, my ideas may not pan out the way I have them in my head. So I have no attachment to anything. I'm just taking it as it comes, and if the prompt leads me in a certain direction, I'll go there. Like right now, you know, the child that abandoned the monkey, I don't know who it is. I had an idea in my head, but every time I sit down and play, my thought on who the child should be is like, it changes. So I'm just gonna let the plot guide me and see where we go, you know what I mean? Okay, so making this up as we go. Me at life. Isn't that all of us at life? Because even if we make plans, the plans never work out the way we want them to. I think life is inherently kind of you making it up as you go, building the plane as you fly it, you know? Okay. So let's pull for the hero phase. 8 of Diamonds. This is this is a very dramatic scene in the movie when the town is burning and Howl leaves to go protect them, and Sophie's like, "No, Howl!" And then she does that strange thing in the last part of the movie that's honestly very incomprehensible to me, where she destroys the castle. But whatever. It was dramatic. Okay, 8 of Diamonds. Okay. Oh, Hello, thanks for the follow. Gonna head off and get some sleep. Have a great rest of stream. Thank you so much for dropping by and hanging out. Sorry it was so scuffed for such a for such a long time while you were in here, but thank you, thank you. See you again soon. Oh goodness, ouchie. Yes, hydrate. I've got my drink. Welcome. Is it Solid Crazy? That feels weird to call you that, like that's your name, but welcome, welcome. Thanks for the follow, and thanks for the hydrates. I'm drinking some sugar-free ginger ale because I have the diabetes. Oh. Ooh, my posture actually was pretty bad. Thank you. I untrimmed and, like, grew 3 inches, so. Yes, anyway, I have diabetes. Type 2, not type 1. So I have to make sure. Oh. Okay, here we go. Okay. I have actual water too. You know what? I might have some of that because this ginger flavor is getting kind of a little strong for me. Alright. Okay, so let's see what that prompt is. 8 of diamonds. Okay. Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay. The prompt is force their hand, which sounds a little violent. Let's see. This dry, and then I'll turn the page. My break game is about to start. Have fun with the hourglasses. Take care, Chad. Have a good time at your break game. I hope it goes well. Child made me more things. Boing boing. Hi, Thomasia. Welcome in. How are you today? Doing good. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm on the third prompt of the session. We had a lot of we call monk scuff. I had some issues with my fountain pens and stuff, and then I had 2 back-to-back raids and got a chance to introduce myself to new people and everything. But yeah, it did take a bit of time. But now I've got my dip pen working, and we're into it. We're in it. I'm struggling to be productive. Been staring at my incomplete outline for 9 hours now. I know that feel all too well. Well, I've got some ambient music, some, you know, ambient sound effects, and so if you can, and I'm not talking a whole lot except when I'm reading, so if you need a little bit of a productive push, maybe this, you know, I'll you know, I can help you. What are you writing your outline for? Speaking of games, I'm running a special campaign with my group. It's our last game together, so we're making kind of a crossover. Ooh! That's really cool. Why is it your last game together? Are people moving, or what's happening? That's kind of sad. I'm trying to make a superhero book series. I see. Oh, that's... So are you doing the outline for, like, the first novel, or have you started the series? Like, how far along is it going? Doing the outline for the first novel. Ah, I gotcha. I think that's the hardest part, is the beginning, especially because you know this book has to kind of lead into everything. That's tough. Yeah, I wish you all the best. Yeah, let's be productive. I'm writing, you could be writing. Let's do some writing. Let's do it. Well, then again, you've been staring at it for 9 hours. I maybe don't want to encourage you to stare at it for more hours if you've already been trying all day, but you know. Hang in there. You can do it. Thanks, I just needed to step away and refresh. Yeah, no, I know that feeling. Yeah, I'm with some troubles, IRL, moving away. It's quite sad, but sometimes we gotta, it is what it is, our way through life. I see. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, my my D&D group that we met for years, and I haven't heard from the DM in months. I hope they're okay. I have the big strokes down already, but I struggle with planning of individual scenes. Yeah. Maybe start with what you want the scenes to accomplish and go from there. Like, in the grand scheme of these broad strokes, like, what is the point of this scene? Is this scene developing a character? Is this scene revealing a clue or building the setting? And I think maybe if you go from there, you can develop the individual scene better if you know what the scene is for. Maybe? That's tough. No, I gotcha. I think for me, even when I write, especially when it comes to novels, because I used to write visual novels and stuff, I try to take a very mathematical approach to it, you know? So it's like, okay, at this percent point of the story, this should have happened. And so what are the, let's break this down into how many scenes, and each scene should level up this character relationship or this part of the plot by this much, you know? And then if you have a better idea of what is this scene for, then you can think about, okay, well, I need these two characters, I need this character to discover the truth of their birth, and so in order for that to happen, oh, they need to find out the truth from whom, and where is the most likely place that this should happen, and, you know, kind of start going from there. Because I think if you just think of it as a scene and you have a blank piece of paper, it's like, who is in this scene? Where is the scene? I think that makes it more difficult. At least that's the way I think about it. That's why I always start with an outline, but the outline is very like step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like the evil villain has this 4-step plan. So at this point in the story, where should they be with that plan? And so what is happening? it's complicated because, like, I've spent most of my life here, but now I'm having to move away from friends, my job, my partner. It's not a problem money can solve, and it's out of my control. Can't help but get upset. I'm so sorry. Is it a temporary thing or a permanent thing? It sounds permanent. I just can't imagine, like, what could cause it. I mean, you don't have to tell me anything if you're not comfortable with it, but I'm really sorry. Is there no way y'all could, you know, continue playing online or something? Yeah, for now at least I will have to move away, but I mean we will continue to play online. Oh, I see. I see. I hope you're able to return soon if you want to, sooner rather than later, and that this doesn't have to last for too long. I'm really sorry. Bye, Noelle. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you have a good time at your last thing. It does sound really fun for what it is. Very careful. Almost done. All right, I got it. Okay. Ooh, oh, my hand, I was like clenching that so much. I wrote 2 pages, 2 and a little bit more pages. This is very important. Oh gosh, okay. Let me read this. Give me a second. Make sure I get it. Okay. Okay, here we go. So this is the hero phase. The prompt was, I think, forcing my hand. Something like that. The child spends the day with Yggdra, training with them and helping them understand that Sir Gwyneth cares for them. Well, the child may need more time to convince the squire of that last point, but anyone can see that the squire wants so desperately to believe. It will just need a bit more of a push. Ah, by this time, Sir Gwyneth surely needs his horse stabled. Yggdra turns to leave, but then freezes. What is... What is... The child follows their gaze. The sky, which should be just shifting into the orange and pinks of sunset, is a bright orange. A cloud of thick smoke is rising up from the town, visible even from this deep in the forest. The child and the squire race towards town. Everyone is in an uproar. Black armored knights are razing the buildings and slaying everyone above the age of 10, it seems like. The air vibrates with screams, the whinny of war horses, and men yelling, "For His Highness!" The child stops at the gate, taking all of this in, horrified. Above them, the setting sun starts to darken and fade. They barely notice over all the chaos. "Yggdra, no!" Sir Gwyneth rushes over, pushing Yggdra out of the path of a knight's blade. The older knight is no match for the prince's army and is downed after an ill-timed parry. "Sir Gwyneth! Why? For me!" Sir Gwyneth coughs out a lungful of blood. "Quit your whining. I couldn't let my only squire die." "Sir Gwyneth!" A glowing mask appears, transparent but bright. The child suddenly knows what they must do. They rush towards the scene, swords somehow already in hand, and narrowly defeat the prince's knight. Yggdra is saved, but heartbroken. "Sir Gwyneth, he really did care about me, but I didn't want to find out this way." The child reaches for and grabs the wolf mask that has solidified. The wolf is a protector, strong despite having to go it alone. With the mask on, the child is able to cut their path through the army, heading for the monkey. The monkey is perched atop the burial mound. "Did you know? The darker it gets, the more peaceful. I feel so at peace." The monkey rises towards the snuffed-out sun. It's too late. Closing their eyes, the child winds the music box. We must try again until all can be saved. Yep. Ooh. No, hydrate, thank you. I feel like you're smacking me for the story. But thank you, I will hydrate and unshrimp. Ah, goodness. Yep, that's a wellness check. I feel sad, I feel heavy. It's a rough scene. We had to have a reason to turn back time, though. We gotta, I feel like I'm starting to find the, rhythm of this story, you know what I mean? Oh, my cat is here. Hello, cat. Here, hang on. I wonder... Oh, no, cat. Ugh. I'm gonna move my document camera for a moment. And y'all, cat, here. Look, chat wants to see you. Actually, I don't know if chat wants to see you, but here. Come on. Reach up. They can't see you from down there. Come on. Cat. I have to pretend to ignore him, and then he'll look up. Oh, do you see him? Do you see him? Come on. Yeah, see, so I promise, the cat is real. Cat attacking me. Cat! What, are you shy? Are you being camera shy? Come on. You can see his eyes glowing. Come on. Come up. I can't get in the frame. You come. Come back. You want, come on. Come on. He is very cute, and he knows it. Come on. And I'll just pretend to ignore him, and then he'll reach up. Come on. You see? Cat. The cat. Hi, cat. Hi, honey. Yes, stop attacking my leg now. Look. Okay? Got your tail. Yeah. Okay. Good, good. Okay, is that, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ew, you're drooling on me! It's probably not safe to lick my hand. I got so much fountain pen ink on it. Oh, cat. Oh, cat. Okay. Alright, cat. We return to the strim. We return to the strim. I see that Demi wants me to do math again. Oh. That's physics! I don't know. Okay, that's physics! Both orbiting the mass and the radius are respectively mx, or if the mass of moon alpha and its period is with... That's not math, that's physics. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that math, that physics. That's physics. That's astronomy. That's physics. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I will refund you because I am incapable of that type of math. Or at least that particular problem. I do not know how to do it. Yes, oh my gosh, my cat. I gave my cat a little bit of love and now it's like, give me, ow! Yes, listen! I am streaming! Go away! My goodness. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that kind of math, Demi. I'm a failure. It's physics. I can't do it. It's physics. I don't know how to do it. Hey. Okay, cat. Ugh. 'Tis physics. As soon as mass is involved, I don't know what to do with it. It's physics. Can't do it. Yes, cat. Yes, stop drooling on me, please. Anyway, there, you guys got to see him. And you got to see a little bit of my leg. Okay, let's put on music again. Let's see where we at. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so that happened. We went back in time. We're back before all that. That was very heavy. People are dead. People died. A main NPC died. Goodness. Alright. Let's draw. So we're back up at the town. The town phase. Let's see what has happened. Jack of clubs. Yes, cat. Hello. Oh my gosh. Pat. Yes. Okay, here. Oh my gosh. Here, look. Listen. Ah! Yeah? Yeah? Look. Now what are you gonna do? Huh? Now what are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna drool on me. Okay. That is formidable indeed. Please don't drool on my book. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm taking a cat break. Yeah? Look, they can see your drool. Here, you write this next journal entry. You see? Look, it's the jack of clubs. You see that? And here's my dip pen. You take this pen. Ew, you drooled some more. You take this dip pen and you dip it in the ink over there. Okay? And then you write in the book. You see this book? You take this pen and you take this book and you're gonna write in the book. Can you do that? Can you do it? Can you do it? No? You can't do it? Well, if you can't do it, then what are you doing coming over here, huh? What do you think you're doing? Sometimes I just have to love on him very aggressively, and then he's had enough. And then he's like, alright, I've had enough love. Go away now. This is peak content. Look. Here's his tummy. Rub his tummy. Oh, he's drooling all over me. Yeah, what? You've had enough? Huh? What's that? You've had enough? You want me to put you down, huh? You bother me all the time, and I'm not allowed to bother you? That doesn't seem very fair, does it? What? What? Okay, cat. Ugh. You drooled all over the place. What? What else do you want from me? What else do you want from me? I got your drool everywhere. You know, saliva is supposed to stay in your mouth. Okay. Oh, you got more of my legs. I'm sorry. Did not have to see my legs. Ugh. Okay. Alright, I will be right back. I need to, need to wash my hands. Eek. Be right back. Goodness gracious. Almost didn't want to even put up the screen. It was so short. Now he's peering at me from over there. But he's at a distance because he was like, oh, that was enough loving. I didn't want all that. He wants petting on his terms, you know what I mean? Okay, anyway, Jack of clubs. Wait, you don't want to write for me? You don't want to come back over here and write some stuff? Goodness gracious. Okay, Dang. Who's that? Did he scratch me? Oh, good. Alright. I think this camera makes my forearm look so extra tiny. What the heck? It's weird. I do have small, noodly arms. Okay, the prompt. As you said, you are a burb during your streams. My theory is a cat is as a cat, it's his obligation to attack burbs. That makes a lot of sense. But he ought to remember that this burb feeds him. You are fed by me. You should. Oh, he already left. No, he's hiding behind that chair. Goodness gracious. Let me wipe my glasses. Look, here's some vintage stuff. This is a Uta no Prince-sama glasses wipe from my Otome fandom days. Do they still make Uta no Prince-sama stuff? I don't know, is that series still a thing? Okay. Ooh, I can see so clearly now. Alright. The prompt. Let's see what it is. So we're back at the town. Clubs is here. What the wealthy throw away. I thought I did this one already. Wait a minute. Did I not do this one already? What the? I could have sworn I did this one already. Hang on. Did I mess something up? I could have sworn I got this one already. I can't read that. Yes, well, you're not meant to right now. I'm flipping through it. I'm trying to find something. Because I thought I got this prompt already. Also, hello! Long time no see. Shelter student, some passage. I meant to read. Two. Huh. No, that was, Maybe I didn't, and I just remembered doing it, because I'm looking at the table and I don't have it written down. So even if I accidentally did it... Okay, I guess it's fine. Has it been that long? Yeah, it's been a minute. Not seen you in a while. Whew. Okay. Well, jack of... Oops. Ah, okay. What the wealthy throws away. Or what the wealthy throw away. That's the prompt. Okay. You still see me as lone wolf? Yeah, it's easier to say lone wolf than it is to say Zaruval. Zaruival? It's a cool name either way, I guess. Yeah. Whichever name you want to be called. It's on the table. 써요. What do I do if I can't read a student's handwriting? It's very rare that I can't read it, and usually I can tell what it's trying to say from context clues, because at this point I've been reading students' handwriting for 7 years. Worst case scenario, I just ask them, the student and I find them, hey, what does this say? But I haven't had to do that in a very, very long time. I'm pretty good about reading handwriting. They instantly fail you if they can't read handwriting here, which sucks. Oh my gosh. That's wild. I mean, to a degree, I mean, I guess students should be able to write neatly and all, but well, nowadays everything is on the computer, so there's not much that they have to read your handwriting for anyways, right? Oh no, you're one of those. Yeah, as a teacher, I can't really condone it. ChatGPT is robbing people of their ability to think for themselves. Also, I feel like any good teacher can tell when ChatGPT is used. They ask for it? They ask you to use ChatGPT? Well, then you can't call it cheating if they ask you to use it. I also use it in my tests and my projects too, even though that is not allowed. Well, it's your life, I guess. I feel like you probably aren't learning very much if you're using ChatGPT for everything. Not to do too much because I'm getting close to the end of this page. Okay, finished this one. There. Okay, so I'm gonna read. Oh, I actually got it to just one page. Alright. Alistair begins and ends his day by counting his money. It isn't out of greed, at least not exactly, but out of fear of remembering when he was young and poor and had nothing. He lost his entire family to the disease, the only survivor left in the entire line. He had to take over the store and run it by himself from a young age until the whole town eventually recovered and he was able to hire Canby to help. More than a few people have advised Alistair that he's too soft. People will take advantage of his kindness. And people probably have. But he pays little mind to it. If he can help someone, why wouldn't he? Tamar comes in with a large, flat piece of wood. The Baron's men were trying to just throw this away. What a waste! I can paint it and you can put it up. Well, what do you say to that? Alastair laughs and accepts. The grocer's walls are filled to the brim with the girl's fine art, but he feels like the art livens the place up. Wait, the Baron's in town? Why? He rarely bothers. Dunno. He's doing his rounds, I guess. I bet he's here to chat up my great aunt again, Canby adds, rolling his eyes. Alastair frowns. 'Tis ill portent, this. True, but there's no point anymore. AI is gonna carry the future. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am very against AI, especially generative, well, not especially, but particularly generative AI. I'm sitting here like using my whole 2 brain cells for all of this, so I think it's a stretch to say that AI is going to carry the future. I mean, I'm sure it's important, and there's going to be some fields that AI excels in and can be used for, but if we think that AI is going to take over everything, I don't know if AI can't create anything. AI can only take ideas that already exist and put them together. Humans can come up with a new idea. AI can't do that. It's just a database searcher and it mashes things together, you know? Yeah, even non-creative things, there will always be someone needed to check its output. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Will AI become very widespread? Yes. I think AI, whether I like it or not, AI is already becoming very common. But I don't know about carry the future. I think that's... I don't know. There's too much that AI can't and will never be able to do. Because the human brain is so complex that even though we call it AI, it's not AI. It's just a database searcher. It searches its database of knowledge and mashes together. So if you ask AI, like, what year, or who were the countries fighting in the War of 1812, it's just searching its database and giving you information. And its database can be filled with anything. So who knows if the information it's giving you is even real, which most of the time it's not. Like, the number of times people have searched up AI stuff and you just get complete nonsense, you know? And yeah, it'll be fixed. Like, eventually AI will get better than it is now. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that AI is going away. Like, no, AI is gonna grow. AI is already everywhere. We're not getting rid of it. Like, it is here, whether I like it or not. But I don't know, carry the future is a bit, I don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, not even close. Not even close. AI art is still so, like, easy to spot, I feel like. Ugh. So I feel like when AI, the few times I've tried it out to get it to do stuff, I end up having to fix it. You know, like, okay, AI, can you write an email to this parent that's about such and such, and then it just sounds so bad, and I end up having to fix it, and it would have been faster for me to just write the email in the first place, you know what I mean? So, it's definitely has its uses. I'm not saying down with AI in general, but for the use in creative work, which is, you know, the part that I care about a lot, I just don't know that it's ever gonna get there, because it can't create. The amount of programming that they would have to do to get an AI to even remotely approach the human brain is like, I don't know, you know, alright, then is the perfect cheat tool for my school. I mean, I guess so, because it's searching a database, you know. So if their school is asking you to create things, or not even create things, but to write an essay on something that already exists, or to answer a test that already exists, then sure. But if you go and try to get your PhD and you have to come up with your thesis all on your own, well, your PhD thesis has to be a creative idea. It has to be a new thing, and, you know, AI is not going to be able to help you there. I'm not saying that you want your PhD or anything, but, you know, it's just, if you rely too heavily on something, there will reach a point where you can't rely on it anymore, and then what are you going to do, you know? When you're on the job and you're out of school and you have to recall the knowledge that AI gave you and you can't do it, then what are you going to do, you know? So you could be a geologist and you use AI to get through school and you get your geology major, and then you're out there in the field and your boss is like, okay, where should we drill for this oil? AI is not going to be able to help you, you know, so just be careful, that's all. Like, yeah, it has its uses, but careful not to rely on it too much. Okay, so that was that. That is the... There's cat hair all over here, like cat. What you did. Okay, yeah, I finished reading that. That developed those characters again, because we hadn't seen them in a little while. So I'm trying to develop this, like, this core cast of characters, and we're sort of going back and forth to them. So we talk about the knight and the squire, and then we go back to the grocery store people, and then we have Adeline in the magic shop, and she's got something going on with, like, the baron. AI doesn't scare me. The thought that people who rely too heavily on AI and don't know how to do things, that scares me, because if I have like a young doctor who doesn't actually know what they're doing because they used AI to like get through med school and now they have to like perform surgery on me, that scares me. The thought of us having a generation of incompetent people that can't do anything without AI telling them the wrong things of what to do, that scares me. AI in and of itself does not scare me because it's just, you know, it's just a thing on the internet. So I guess, yeah, I'm not scared of AI itself. I'm just worried about people over relying on it and then stuff happens. Yeah, people been using AI in court to humiliating effects. Yeah, it'll write their court case and then they'll quote these like these Supreme Court decisions that never actually happen. You know what I mean? It's wild. And the thing is, like, I work in education, right? So I see firsthand every day what happens when students use AI and they don't check it, right? So I had a student that submitted, and the thing is, this thing that they used AI for, it wasn't even a grade. Like, there was absolutely no reason for them to use AI, but they used AI to write a summary of the lesson and submitted the summary. And then so the lesson was about solving equations, like like 2x plus 8 equals 5x plus 10. It was about solving those kind of equations. And the students, oh, thank you, stretch. The students' summary that they got from AI was basically like, oh, you have to solve the single variable equation using trigonometric functions. And I was like, kid, do you even know what a trigonometric, like, what is a trigonometric function? Do you even know what that is? And he was like, what? No. I'm like, yeah, because you don't learn about trigonometric functions for another two years. I certainly didn't teach that to you. Like, you should not use AI, and it's just embarrassing. Like, at least look over it. You know what I mean? It's just sad. The thing I'm scared of is people asking AI questions, AI giving them a bad answer, and them just being like, cool, this must be correct because that's what AI said. You know, because AI is just a tool. If you know how to use the tool well in your specific field, then sure, okay, but what I fear is people misusing the tool and society, you know, not doing well. Because, like, think about it. Do you want your doctor, your plumber, your electrician to be people that actually studied hard and know what they're doing? Or people that cheated through school using AI? You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, there's my AI soapbox. Okay. That was the town, so now we're gonna pull for the dark. Nine of diamonds. Alright. Okay. Nine of diamonds. Oh, this is the wrong set. Oh wait, no, this is the town. Oh, okay, keep going. whispers and ripples. Actually, this is really good after the one that we just did. Or after the last dark prompt that we got. I feel like this slots in pretty well. Okay. Also, hello, Cable. I didn't say hi to you. Sorry, we were chatting. But thanks for the hydrate. Vivianite, the death crystal grows on corpses. Is that true? That's terrifying, but kind of cool. Sounds like cool lore for something. Ugh. Is it like a salt kind of a crystal? I'm curious about that now. Okay. It's 9. Okay, so 9 of diamonds. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see it again. Waves. Is it whispers? Whispers and ripples. Okay, I think this is good because in the last scene that we had with the monkey, you could kind of get a sense of somebody else talking to them, you know, and so I think this is going to carry that forward. Also, I'm going to finish this round, so I'm going to finish this dark prompt and then do one hero prompt, and then after that we'll end for today. So that's a good set of things. Ugh. Just the story is really developing. I'm just really enjoying it. I got accused of using AI when I didn't because I was using words I don't say normally in my teacher. Oh no. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's tough. It's a tough call to make sometimes as a teacher, and I know the reading. See, I am a math teacher, so I don't have to struggle with it as much, but I know the reading teachers and the history teachers, it's really hard because they want to encourage people, but I feel like instead of just encouraging, okay, I'm a very big proponent of not humiliating a student in front of the class. So even the kid that I knew they used AI because they were talking about trigonometry in something that had nothing to do with trigonometry. But even then, I did not call them out in front of the whole class. I sent them a private message on Canvas, and then later I pulled them aside and we're just like, hey, I'm pretty sure you used AI. And I asked them, I was like, do you know what a trigonometric function is, etc., etc. And then they admitted to using it, so I was like, okay, well, and I went through the same thing, kind of like what I just said. I was just like, listen, I can't stop you from using AI, really, but I just want you to know that when you use it, you don't learn anything. And the fact that you didn't even check over it to see that is this summary being written even accurate, like that, how does that help you? So when you're studying for the test, and then you're studying this summary that's talking about trigonometric functions, well, what are you going to do when you take the test and you have no idea? And there's nothing about trigonometric functions, you know what I mean? And so I feel like your teacher in that situation should have privately approached you and just been like, hey, I got your writing and there's a lot of, I would have asked first. I would have pointed to a word and been like, could you tell me what this word means? And you probably would have been able to explain it because you used a dictionary, right? So I would be like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I just, you used a lot of bigger words in this essay that I haven't really seen from you before in your writing. And so I just wanted to make sure that this was your own work, that's all. And then you would have the chance to explain like, oh, well, my sister helped me and blah, blah, blah. And I would be like, oh, okay, cool. That's nice. Did you write it and then she edited it, or how did you go about that process? And then you would explain, you know, I'm like, yeah, okay, so that's fine then. Just make sure like this class is all about learning how to write. And so just be careful because everyone has their own unique voice. And if you let somebody else kind of write too much for you, or even if you overuse the dictionary, then that's not really your own voice anymore, you know? And so just make sure that you are careful to practice on your own and to use words that you would actually want to use, because using big words doesn't necessarily make your writing better. So I would just advise you to be careful about your dictionary thesaurus use and focus on finding your own writing voice. I would have said something like that, you know. But for sure, I think in general, in general, you should not be calling students out in front of the whole class, because if you're wrong, then it just makes you look like a complete idiot. Imagine, because then there's only two, like if I called you out in front of the whole class, and there's only two options after that, right? Number one, I have to apologize to you in front of the whole class, which for me that's fine, but I wouldn't put myself in that situation to begin with, but it's embarrassing. And two, I just double down. I'm like, no, you're wrong, because there's a lot of teachers, unfortunately, who just, when they're wrong, they just double down because they're too prideful to admit it. And man, that's just a bad position to put yourself in as a teacher. So I'm really sorry that happened to you. That sucks. I feel your approach to exercises in class and study at home. Yeah, you would think so, but like I said, like that summary that the student did was not even a grade. It was just something that I have them submit a little summary. So in their notes, they have to write at least a one sentence summary of the lesson, just so I can tell that they really understood it. And this child decided to use AI for their summary, but it's not a grade. Like I don't grade the summary. It's just my way of checking to make sure that they're on track, you know? And it only had to be a sentence long. You're telling me you cannot write a sentence, something like, oh, this lesson was about learning to solve a single variable equation with variables on both sides of the equal sign, which we solve by using inverse operations, or something like that. That's all you had to write. Like, what did you need to use AI for? What was the reason? Just pointless. Like lying for no reason. Well, I almost got an academic misconduct complaint from that. I would have failed that entire subject. Well, since you said almost and would have, I hope that means that you didn't and that it turned out okay in the end. But I am not that kind of educator, so I just feel really bad that there's teachers like that in the world, because that doesn't help anybody. Like, I get it. AI use in classrooms is a real problem. We want kids to learn, not to cheat, but like, yeah, AI makes us lazy. Yeah, exactly. And it's sad, but you shouldn't. So I have this mentality, and it's kind of the same with like pirating things, right? Like, pirating and cheating are always going to exist, and you should obviously have some systems in place to make it harder to cheat, make it a little harder to pirate. But if you overdo it and go too far, then you're just punishing all the people that do stuff right. Like, if you go overly aggressive on trying to track down AI use, you know, in students, it's just too punishing. Like the whole thing about, oh, AI is adding all these M dashes. I just like M dashes. Like, look at all my writing. Look at all these M dashes on this page. Like, did you see me use AI? Like, I'm not using AI. I just like the M dash. But that's the mentality, is like, oh no, everything is AI. You used an M dash, therefore you used AI. Or, oh no, you used this big word. It must be AI. All of these things can be solved by a simple private conversation with the student. Like, hey, I noticed this. Can you explain that to me? And if the student can explain it and I trust them, like, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt at least once, you know? Like, okay, all right, I trust you. Well, and we'll go from there. And that's all, you know? And just... Even when I have caught kids red-handed cheating, I did not call them out in front of the class. It's a private conversation. Why do other people need to know? That's the kind of stuff that sends people into a depressive spiral, and then, you know, students make really bad decisions. Like, we don't need that. Like, I'm so sorry that happened to you, Cable. Ugh. Man, that really grinds my gears. And I try really hard to be a good teacher and to be like an empathetic teacher, but there's so many that are not like that. And I'm just like, if you hate children that much, why did you become a teacher? Like, what are you doing? Why are we doing this, you know? Okay. Ooh, hydrate. Yes, thank you, AD. You know what? I've had enough of that ginger ale. It's kind of, the flavor is filling my mouth a little too much, so I'm gonna have some actual water from my water bottle. Okay. Oh, I didn't even write anything yet. That's funny. I was like, let's draw for the next one. I didn't even write anything yet. I got on my soapbox. Okay. Here we go. So it was whispers and ripples? Yeah, okay. I like that these entries can overlap or be from different timelines and you just don't really know. Like the whole thing together is a cohesive narrative, but from entry to entry they're happening at different times, right? It's just a moment in time and all of these together make up the timeline. Like the general timeline of the demise of this world, right, is like day 1, the child wakes up, Yggdra and Canby have their duel, and Yggdra loses, so Yggdra gets upset and runs off. Sir Gwyneth gets disappointed and walks away, and then Yggdra like runs off, and Canby is kind of like, what the heck just happened, and goes back to the grocery store. Then, on the next day, Yggdra and Sir Gwyneth like kind of make up. Like Sir Gwyneth at least makes it clear, like, I wasn't trying to chase you out, I was just a little disappointed. And at the library, the Baron comes and talks to Adeline, and she's just like, no, because she doesn't support the third prince who murdered the second prince, and that's all kind of like whatever. And so then the Baron leaves, but then the Baron is egged on by the monkey to believe that the town is planning a rebellion because Adeline is like very well respected. So the Baron leaves at the end of day 2 to go get the army, and on day 3 in the morning, you know, Yggdra is training, Canby, their people are going about their daily lives, and the army comes at the end of day 3 to raise the town, and that's when everything ends, basically. Like, I originally was like a week, but I think it's more like 3 or 4 days. Maybe there's another day in between there, so maybe that's the 4th day. Somewhere in between there, like I think on the 2nd day, the young woman, Kylena, she talks to Gallius at the burial mound to be like, hey, my father is very ill, please help. But he's like traumatized and doesn't want to help. And so that's kind of the story, that's the timeline. And every time we get to the end, the army attacks the town because they think everybody is about to rebel and commit treason. And then the monkey is able to use all of that negative energy to snuff out the sun, and the world ends. And that's kind of the general overarching story. And so at this point, the child has been able to help out some of these things. So right now we've got 2 masks. We have the lion mask of confidence, and then we have the wolf mask of, like, of protection. Strong will, maybe. I don't know. But there's a wolf mask and a lion mask at this point. And they're still trying to find out how everything connects, and we're still there. So it makes sense because we still have a lot of cards left. You know, I don't think we are approaching the halfway point, but we're not quite there yet. And so there's still a lot of lore and such world building to be discovered. And there's probably some more NPCs that will come out too, because it's like a whole village, you know, but that's sort of how everything is going so far. How are the cats? I think they're fine. The husband came home, so they're bothering him now. Okay, let me write this monkey's entry. It's the monkey. the... Yeah, that's true. Okay. I think I got it. Alrighty. The monkey observes, oops, I wrote to town instead of the town. Observes the town from the top of the windswept burial mound. They're all so busy and lively, leading their lives with purpose, despite the meaninglessness of it all. Why run about so when there's such distrust at the heart of the villagers? All silently tolerate, turning their backs on those truly in need of justice. Going back through town towards the forest, the monkey stops at the carpenter's house. The man is sick and his daughter is nursing him, but this illness comes from the darkness itself, and that broken old man won't help. Why not make the whole town sick? No, that's hardly necessary, and it would be an ugly death. Everyone should be able to be at peace, at least. But the child, ah yes, the one from the forest, here one moment and gone the next. Something special has to be planned for them. The monkey pulls power from Kailena's grief and desperation, power that it offers the dark. Only the dark can bring it retribution and relief at last. Peaceful, sweet relief is close at hand. 3 days more. Ugh, the monkey. Poor monkey. Ugh. Okay. Alright. So that is that prompt. So now we're gonna do one more hero prompt. That's gonna be it for today. Look at how much we've already written just for this game. Look at that. A lot of words. I really like this story. I think something I want to do is type all of this up and flesh it out a bit more when we're done. Because there's some places where, I mean, because I wrote it as we went, you know, and there's some places that I don't know make a whole lot of sense in hindsight. And so when I have time, I would love to go through it, kind of polish up the story a bit, because I think it could be pretty cool once it's done. Okay. So let's pull for the child. And that'll be our last entry for today. Look at it. So these are the prompts we've already done. And then these are the cards that are left. So we're, you know, yeah, looks like about a third of the way through. Gosh. Yeah, well, a lot has happened. I think it took this long to get the structure of the story. Like, okay, this is what's happening. This is what the monkey is trying to do. This is what the child has to do. And these are some of the notable NPCs. And we've got the ends. Like, okay, the beginning, this happens with Adora. The end, we've got the, you know, the third prince's army and the sun and everything, you know. So it's starting to fill in. We've got the beginning and the end defined now. And now we're starting to fill in like the middle areas and where the child can help and find ways to like prevent that ending from happening that way, you know. All right, let's see. 9 of spades. 9 of spades. Oh, this is when Sophie first goes to into the castle and is talking to Calcifer. What are bits? It's a way to cheer. You spend money, I guess, to send it to a streamer. You know, like, I don't really understand it myself. It's kind of funny. Okay. 9 of spades. Oh, it's funny. We just had the 9 of diamonds, now we have the 9 of spades, so we got 2 9s back to back. Okay. I know that 1 bit is 1 cent, I think. Something like that. Okay, 9 of spades. Let's see what the prompt is. Ooh. Spades are the past, so we're talking about the hero's memories. Okay. Alright. So the 9 of spades is sent into the world. Okay. Actually, that's good, because originally I said the child didn't really have their memories, and now that they've gone back in time twice, I think maybe we can unlock some of their memories. Okay, ooh, event. I'm gonna get some more eggs as long as I can remember to. Okay. Let me spin my little ink carousel so the glitter can get nice and like. There we go. Oh, the song ended. Ah, okay. Last playlist. Let's see here. All right. Okie dokie. How many pages are we in, chat? Quite a bit. Oh, yep, there's the end of the ad. Hello, Norm. Let's see. Well, we are 6 prompts in, so... Seems like... Do we do 6 prompts every time, it feels like? No, we did more prompts, I think, in the first stream, but yeah. Did 6 prompts. This is the 6th prompt. We're having an end stream after this one, but we're on the child's prompt. But yeah, look how many pages I wrote. Let me see. So I wrote, so this is where I started today. It was here, and then I wrote that. I wrote this, and now we're on this page. So quite a bit. A lot of 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, like 7.5 pages, looks like. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so reminder, especially for those of you that just came in, I guess, so it's not a reminder then, but like a teller. So we have gone back in time again. So this is the 2nd time we have gone back in time, because the child, basically the Baron from the last stream, got the second prince's army, and they destroyed the town, and all of that negative energy allowed the monkey to snuff out the sun, and the world basically ended. So in their last moments, witnessing the end of the world, the child wound the music box, and we went back in time again. And so here is the child waking up on like their I guess the third time they're reliving this day. Here again, child. When the child awakes in the shrine, Adora is there once more. I see you found your sword. What do you remember? The fierce battle, the monkey rising up towards the sun, what a truly terrible turn of events. But the child suddenly recalls a time well before the last 3 days. It was a simpler time. They remember endless fields of golden wheat and an older man hoisting them up upon his shoulders, both of them laughing with love and joy. And then the land was cloaked in darkness. It choked the very life out of people. Though everyone tried to flee, it was all futile. In the dark, the child remembers hearing panicked whispers and frantic mutterings. Where is the child? Where is my child? Why did you leave me? The voice sounded so sad. Ooh, getting emotional. The voice sounded so sad that the child followed it, letting go of their father's hand. They followed that mournful voice in the dark until they arrived and awoke here. Things are beginning to come together. The dark is the key to saving everyone, and the child returning home to their family and once forgotten life. A new day dawns. Okay. How many times do we need to go back, chat? Oh gosh. I don't know. Well, in the spreadsheet, well, I'll show you. Oh, actually, I can say whose father, the carpenter, is very ill. So in the spreadsheet, it has room for 6 cycles. So at least 6, right? But I don't think it'll be more than that many times. So that's cycle 6 will mean if we get to cycle 6, it means we went back in time 5 times, right? I don't think we'll quite get that far because we are already a third of the way into the game, and each time the cycle gets longer as the child kind of learns more of what they have to do. So for example, the first cycle ended here after 3, 6, 8 scenes, but then it was 10 scenes for cycle 2. And so we're cycle 3 is probably going to be longer because now the child kind of knows a little bit more of what they have to do in order to, like, save everyone. But hey, I mean, if you think about when you played Majora's Mask, how many times did you play the Song of Time, right? Like, hey, Rome was not built in a day. How am I supposed to save the world? And, you know, I'm just a little kid up against this great evil monkey thing, you know? So, okay, so I'm gonna, oops. Let me close this audio because we're not writing anymore. So I'm gonna put these cards back in the box so I don't lose them. So these face up are the ones that we've already done. So that's how I do it so I don't forget. So I put them back to back. Oh, you can't see it. Basically, the way I keep track of which ones is I put the ones that we've already done face up on the top like this. So then I know, oh, these are the ones we've already done. I'm going to put them out. And these are the ones we haven't done. And I've already shuffled it, so I don't reshuffle the deck. Like, I like the energy. I like the pace of how it's going. And so I'm just going to do that. Put it back in its box so it doesn't get lost. Close it. And put the box will close. So now I'm going to do a little bit of fountain pen maintenance. Well, it's actually not a fountain pen. This is a dip pen. I'm going to close this up for today. That was pretty cool. Okay, so let's put that away. Okay. Okay. He may empty out that pen or you're going to be in a lot of pain cleaning it out in a few weeks from now. Oh my gosh. Thank you for remembering. Yeah, I'm going to do it now. So let me wash out the nib really quick and then we're going to... Oh, thank you. Thanks for the head pats. Let me wash this really quick while it's easy to wash, and then we're going to put the fountain pen ink back into the bottle. So we're going to do a little bit of maintenance. Ugh. Emptying out, well, technically the pen is already empty. It's a dip pen. Let me wash it. gosh, it's very easy to wash. All I had to do is run this under some water and put that away. It is definitely, anyway, these are definitely more unwieldy. It's work. You have to keep them clean. You have to refill the ink. You have to make sure the ink is stored well. I keep all of my ink in their boxes so that, so I keep all my ink normally in their boxes because that protects them from sun damage, but, I think that when I write with fountain pens, it feels more intentional. It feels really, I don't know, it feels really fancy. I'm not just writing, but it's like, oh, there's a whole process and I get to choose like, okay, for what I'm doing, this is the ink that works well. This is the pen that kind of matches what I'm doing. It's like almost ritualistic, you know, and I think that makes the whole act of writing even nicer somehow because it's like, oh, I'm not just writing whatever gobbledygook on a piece of paper. I am intentionally choosing it. And especially for me, who is like a TTRPG person, it's fun when I'm like, okay, I'm playing this game where I'm in a lighthouse and I'm this like older man. So I picked this color. I picked this ink color that's like a deep green kind of Cthulhu kind of color, like cloak and dagger color, you know. Then oh, I was playing this game about being a mage towards the maybe encountering the possible end of the world, and so I picked this I think Shangri-La color, but it's like an olive green and it's very naturey. So all of my, you know, it's like a green with a copper glimmer to it, and I thought that was very magical but in like a nature inspired way. And then, you know, for the Hourglass Sings, I felt very blue, like the sky, and it's a very noble color, so it's like a turning, but also because this ink is Alice in Wonderland inspired, and Alice in Wonderland is about a child, you know, going down a rabbit hole and going on these adventures. And then for moon rings, I chose this color that is like black and red, you know? And so, you know how people have different dice sets for different characters? Well, that's kind of like me with this. I use different fountain pen ink colors for different characters, you know? Do you have one that can be used in zero gravity for sci-fi game? No, none of my fountain pens can be used in zero gravity. They actually say you shouldn't even have fountain pens on planes because the change in pressure will like make all of your pen ink like explode out of the pen. So yeah, this is very, I think if I was ever to bring a fountain pen with me, I would just have to make sure it's like completely taken apart and there's no ink inside the pen, because it would ruin it. But, yeah, my TTRPG journal. Man, I should maybe go back to using my calligraphy pen because it was a pain, but like, dang, these journal entries for the megas look so cool because of that calligraphy pen. It's just that wide nib. Dang, that looks cool. Well, and I purposefully, as she got more and more crazy, I made the handwriting get really bad. So this is like at the end, you can't, I can barely even read what that says. But yeah, most of my inks have like glitter in them. I don't know if you can see like the shimmer and the glitter to them. It's real cool. Okay. But yeah, so I think we made really good progress today. The story, I say this every time, but just story in this game, just, I'm singing its praises. I am shouting it from the rooftops. The Hourglass Sings, I'm like, I love it. This is, I really, I want to play this to the end. Hey, nice journal. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Wandermyth. Thank you. Yeah, this is my, TTRPG journal. Yeah, TTRPG, solo and otherwise. I have this little list that I need to add more to of like games I'm interested in. And then this is also where if I'm playing a journaling game, you know, I journal in here. So I have different sections for different games. There's like the Lighthouse at the End of the World. It's the Hourglass Sings, which we're doing, or we did today. Do I have other non-TTRPG journal? Yes, actually earlier I was showing off my reading journal, that I need to use again because I set it up and I was all excited about it, and then I kind of got burnt out on reading and didn't read. I haven't really read any books since February, But if you want to see my reading journal, and I actually worked on this reading journal on stream, so there's some old VODs and stuff, but like, this is my reading journal. Ugh. Yeah, I have not read in a while, but I've averaged out more than a book a month so far. Yeah, so this is all fancy with like washi tape and stuff. So this was like my genre shelf, reading bingo. I kind of want to get back into it. I don't want this journal to die. And so I might, for June, I might get back into it and try to read again. And just I made such a beautiful February spread. And this is where my reading just dropped off. You know. Should at least go back and fill in my reading stats for February. And then we'll skip these pages, maybe. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just make this June. And then we can use these other pages for something else. I don't know. Feels like a waste to just have blank pages. Yeah, I can at least fill in my stuff. So they have these reading challenges that are almost like TTRPGs. I tried to solve the math question from Demigod. Do you want to check it? I mean, I have no way of checking it because I have no idea how to do it. So whatever you say, it's probably right. I don't know, man. Ugh. Should have kept going. This was so fun. We should just get into it. Yeah, so this is my reading journal that I dropped off on, but I really want to get back into it. Oh, this is my black letter calligraphy that I still really want to practice it more because you can see these are really crooked, but yeah, I did all of this calligraphy, you know. Some of them look pretty good, like this J looks bomb. It's not an unsolvable question. Well, so you know I have that redeem where you can ask me to do a math question, but Demi gave me like a physics problem and I didn't know how to do it. Sorry. Ugh, I haven't even... Did I go back to the Silent Book Club after this? I think I did. Shoot, it's been a minute. Gosh. Oh yeah, you should put it into the Discord. See if he has, you know, he probably will appreciate the answer. Yeah. So in this game, or it's like a reading challenge, but as you read, it kind of influenced. So it's like D&D as a reading challenge. So for example, the books I read influenced what kind of dragon I got. And then the world or the town, the kingdom, I guess, is influenced by the book I read. So if I want there to be a tavern, I have to read a popular book. If I want there to be a market, I have to read a book that has joy, featuring joy, celebration, or culture. So as I go through this, it develops the town. So I want to read through this, and then I left this space to draw the map. The cool thing about this reading challenge, though, is that it's not time-based, so I feel like I can kind of slowly work on this, and I don't feel as guilty, but a lot of these other ones that I dropped off on are all like, oh my gosh, this month I have to read this, next month I have to read all this. Yes, I created this from scratch. So the book normally, it's a bullet journal, so normally it looks like this. It's like a blank page. And then I drew everything. I printed out stickers on sticker paper, and I set up all of these layouts or stickers and things. So yeah, I mean, I took inspiration from other reading journals, but yeah, I did all of this by hand. If you look, if you go on my YouTube, I think there's a VOD from when I did the first couple of pages of this. I kind of dropped off on uploading the VODs because they weren't very popular. But yeah, I did all of this by hand. Actually, I did all of this on stream. Back at the beginning, before I had found my niche and I didn't really know what I wanted to stream, I was like, maybe I'll be like a book Twitch streamer, and then that obviously didn't happen since I couldn't commit to reading. But I thought this was cool, so this is my character. My character's a cleric. I have this dragon. It's like water dragon, because I read a water book. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. The art is just from like a Picrew series. Hobbies tracker. Yeah, looking at this is really inspiring me. Like I really want to go back to this reading journal because I was so proud of it. And I just stopped using it. I haven't read a book in a while. I just got really busy because the beginning of the school year, or the beginning of this semester, was just really tough on me. So I just completely dropped off on reading, but it looks so darn cool. I spent so much time on it. And it feels like a waste, you know? Like, look, because these are the books that I read, and I did spreads for them, reviewing them and everything. Yeah. Look, there's a moth. I know Mary's not here, but like, look at that. I know, it was a lot of commitment for the first 2 months of the year, and then I completely dropped off. Man, I never even did my spread for Throne of Jade. That's where I dropped off. I need to do my Throne of Jade spread. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad that people asked me about this journal today, because I've shown it twice on stream today, and it's stirring something up in me when I look at it, and I really want to pick this up again and read some more this year. You know, and just pick myself back up, because I do love reading. When I get busy, like y'all know, those of you that have watched me for a little while, you know I'm very one-track minded. I'm very out of sight, out of mind, and I just dropped off. And I think I tried too hard to fit into like the booktuber at the beginning of the year, and I read too much those first 2 months, like way more than usual, and it just really burnt me out. Like, look at this. Like, look at how many books I read in January. Like, this was not sustainable, you know what I mean? And so I think that's why I dropped off. And it's very sad. So, actually, no, that's Books Bought, which is also bad, but... yeah, so in January, yeah, I read a lot of books, and it burnt me out, so I just need to be more careful. But, you know, I still have... half the year left. I shouldn't just give up. I should pick myself up, continue reading. I can use these blank pages from the months that I didn't read, like March, April, May. I can use those for something else, you know? Maybe I can use those pages for notes or something, you know? Planning stuff, and then I can just go back to reading journal for the rest of it. I think that'll be fine. Done is better than perfect. And I think a lot of times, I don't know if y'all are this way, but with journals and notebooks, I get very intimidated by the blank page. When you're in a phase, go full crazy committed, then drop it cold turkey for some reason. Yeah, no, that's exactly how it is. I'm very all or nothing with hobbies. Either like this, like I was spending I had multiple streams in a row where I was working on this, and I was just obsessed. I would be sitting here, you know, planning out the layout, doing all of this stuff for hours, and now it just, and then I just didn't touch it for months, and that's so sad. So yeah, this is inspiring me. I want to go back to it. I want to pick up my books, my TBR, and get back to it. I don't know that I want to be a book streamer, but it's sad that I started this and I was so excited about it, and then, you know, it sort of dropped off. So, you know, I'm gonna keep this on my desk where it can be visible, and it'll remind me like, hey, I want to read, I want to get to it, you know? It looks cool as heck. Thank you. You know what? Yeah, I need to just do it. It's so sad. But yeah, so that's my reading journal. And then this is my TTRPG journal, and that's the one that I've been using for this stream. My TTRPG journal, so that's where I journal all of my journaling things, but it's also where I keep track of these are the games that I'm interested in and such, so almost like a book journal, but it's only for TTRPGs. And I've been making a dent in it. Like, oh gosh, look, I've written in almost half, right? Like, this journal is getting used. This journal is getting some mileage, so kudos. Oh gosh. See, I definitely did not give myself enough room for the Hourglass Sings. I was like, oh, I'm gonna skip this many pages. Man, this is not enough pages. I wrote 7.5 pages on today's stream, and we're not even halfway through the deck of cards, so... Okay. Yeah. Solid 2/5. I know, right? This journal will meet its end soon. Yeah, I wonder if I can get through the end of the year with it. But like all of my, a lot of my solo journaling games that I do on stream, I write them in this notebook. So it gets filled up, and it's fun flipping through it. And because it's like a little book of stories, you know, like I can reread about, you know, orally my magus who met a very bad end. And then this was like my lighthouse at the end of the world playthrough, and then this is the Hourglass Sings, and I go back and I add stickers and stuff. So like if you look at this magus section, there's stickers and like decorations and stuff. I like to go back and add that later. I have a lot of stickers. So yeah, when I'm done, I'll probably go back and add stickers for the Hourglass Sings, and I still want to add stickers for this one too. I have some cool like nautical ones. And then moon rings, which I started in this green color, and then I was like, I have a black pen, and I switched to that. There's so much pooling on this ink though. I don't know. So I might try to fill a fountain pen with this color instead, because it really bugs me how much it was like bleeding through the pages. Yeah. Actually, I should probably put the other ribbon here because this is the moon rings. Like ribbons for my 2 active games. But yeah, so those are my journals. I have lots of other journals that are blank because I like journaling. I like writing stuff out. Weirdly enough, I don't keep my own personal journal. I used to be really into journaling when I was a kid, and then it just sort of dropped off, and now I just don't have time. I tried to start a habit of, I'm gonna journal, I'm gonna write 3 sentences a day, and I couldn't commit to it. I just dropped off. So anyway, so now the ink maintenance. I gotta put all the ink back, and then I'll wash out the inkwell so that future Hime will have an easier time. So it's very, I have this ink pipette, and I pipette, but I gotta swirl it so I can make sure I get all of the glitter that's in the ink. So sometimes I like to put the ink back in because it helps like get the glitter unstuck from the bottom of the inkwell. Oh, my cats are fighting. They don't get along. They just kind of barely tolerate each other. It's very sad. Are they downstairs? Oh my gosh. What if they spill? I would be sad, but I have so much fountain pen ink that it wouldn't be the end of the world. Like, oh no, now I have to use one of my other blue inks instead. But that's why I try to minimize spillage. So for example, I have this ink bottle inside the little carousel, or not the carousel, the little, I don't know what to call it, the little globe holder thing. So it's not gonna spill. Oh, these are all water-based, so literally just get a wet cloth and it just wipes away. Try to get most of it out. Did you find them? なぜ喧嘩したの? もう。知らん? Yuki? Who started it? But yeah, these are all water soluble, so I just take them to the sink and, you know, put them under some running water, and that's about it. So okay, that's all. Return my ink back to my little ink bottle. It looks like a little potion bottle, isn't it cute? So this is Tumbling Time Blue, which I like using for the Hourglass Sings because the tumbling time, right? And then, like I said, it's Alice in Wonderland themed, and it's about a child. So, okay. It just looks cute in its little holder there. And then the ink carousel. I'm just gonna wash this out. See, so right now, you see all this? It looks like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of ink and stuff. All right, so I'm gonna run to the bathroom. And if I don't forget, yes, exactly. So thank you for reminding me. So I'm gonna rinse these out really quick and come back, and then you will see, oops, I hit the camera, and you will see what I mean. So BRB. Do not gulp the whole bottle down. You will have a very bad time, and also the inside of your mouth will be blue. Yeah, just rinse them with water for a little bit. Blue mouth, that's a plus. And look, looks not a single speck of blue. Same thing with the lid. It had some like dried ink caked on it, but I got that. And so I'm just gonna leave them here to dry on my little mat. And the pipette as well. I rinsed all the ink out of there. The pipette, it has a little bit of stain in the tip part, but it's pretty clean. It's not gonna get in the way of anything, so I'm good to reuse. I don't think you're supposed to reuse the pipette so much, but I hate single-use plastic. So even if it maybe isn't labeled as being reusable, I try to reuse it anyway. Only thing is, like, yeah, it's water-soluble ink, but it does kind of like... This is actually not that bad. Usually at the end of a fountain pen whatever session, I have much more ink stains. I think it's kind of cool. It's like a badge of honor. Like, look at me using my old stuff. But look, yeah, see, so there's like a little bit of water from me rinsing that, and look, so all those ink stains on the mat with a little bit of water, they just go away. Because it's all water soluble, so. Oh, it's the Hunter x Hunter song, yeah. But yeah, so that's the fountain pen ink maintenance. Really not that bad. Sometimes I get lazy at the end of my writing session or whatever. I'm just like, oh, I'm done, yippee, and I am too lazy to go through and clean up all of the things, but that is bad. You should definitely try to upkeep. I'm trying to make sure I didn't accidentally drop any of my inks on the ground, but it looks good. Yeah, so this is the box for Tumbling Time Blue, so just to keep it from sun damage, which I always forget. And sometimes I just leave them here, but to prevent sun damage, I'm going to go ahead and put it back in its box. Water soluble means it's safe for consumption. JK, don't try this at home. Yeah, like don't scare all the impressionable children. So I'm going to put this back in its box too, actually. What is this? Oh, King Lear. What's the box for King Lear? Oh, here's that snake fountain pen ink I was talking about. It was hidden behind my phone. So this matches the pink pen. I'm a sucker for limited edition things. They get me every time with the shinies. It's a beautiful color though. It's like pink and gold. Dang, where's my King Lear box? Oh. I want to put this back in its box. Oh. Uh-oh. On the shelf? No. Oh, I have to show you guys this ink. This is really cool, but where's the box? No, it's Wayfarer. Where is the box? Oh, here it is. Off to the side. Yeah, so Waringal, their cool thing is that their inks are like literature inspired, and so obviously King Lear is, Shakespeare. Hope you all know William Shakespeare and King Lear. I have this Call of Cthulhu one, which is, Lovecraft, of course. Wayfarer, this is based on a Soseki Natsume Soseki book. And then Black Dream, this is based on a Korean novel, so I don't know how to read that, but it is a Korean book. And then Frankenstein. So these are I do love Waringal, but I'm starting to think that I like the idea of these Waringal inks more than the use of them, because I just notice a lot of bleeding through the pages and blotting that happens specifically when I use Waringals, especially with the dip pens. It's not as bad when I'm using a fountain pen, but like when I've been using, Black Dream and King Lear for moon rings, it just like really the bleed really annoys me. But yeah, so those are those inks. I just have them all over my desk and right here. My desk is just ink city. But anyway, I did want to show you all this other cool ink that I have. I bought 2 of this ink without realizing, but this ink and this ink are basically the same thing. It's just that one of them has an extra shimmer, but it's like literally the same color, and I did not realize. I was just like, ooh, these are pretty, I'm gonna get them, and I did not like think that hard, because I just like cool shiny things, and so now I have essentially 2 of the same color, but it is very limited edition, so maybe it's a good thing I have 2 of them just in case I accidentally use one up. But I have so much fountain pen ink that I don't know when I would ever use these up. But what I wanted to show you was because I need to make a little extra cabinet over here for my inks, because I have some on these floating shelves on the wall, but there's just too many. I have too many. This one is really cool. It really is, like, it looks like a potion bottle. Do not drink it. Don't drink it, Norm. But look. Their endless collection. Look at it spin. Whee! Explain that with physics. Look at it spin, the fountain pen ink. So it does, this ink does come with its own little, you know, to keep it from doing that, so that when I'm using the ink or dipping into it, that it won't spin all over the place. So it does have that, but hee, it's magical. Maybe, just maybe. Don't drink it, Norm. Look at it go. It spins. I don't know, it's weirdly mesmerizing. It makes a really good fidget. I'm like, yeah. And because of the way it's like a little bit, has a little bit of a lip, so even if I push a little too hard in one direction, it won't like fall over, it'll just spin. The unspillable fountain pen ink? Maybe, maybe. It is alchemy. It does feel like alchemy. Endless alchemy. Look at it go. All right. What would you drink? Ink or insect milk? I would drink insect milk before I drink ink. At least insect milk has some nutritional value. But the ink, nah. You're just gonna have a tummy ache. Especially if I drink milk without knowing what kind of milk it is. I'll just drink it. Don't tell me until after the fact, because then I can be pleasantly surprised. Oh yeah. Baka mitai. The lo-fi version sneaks up on you. Okay. Dame dane. Dame yo. Dame nano yo. Da da da. Da da da. Suki sugite. I'd get nothing done with a wobbly bottle like that. I'd be playing with it all day. Yes, and that's why I keep it in its box, so that I forget. And this box is underneath a bunch of other stuff, so I completely forgot about its existence until I was rearranging stuff on my desk just now and was like, oh yeah, I have these. Look at that. That's how you do it. You just can't be distracted by it. If I can't see it, I have no object permanence to speak of. Or at least very, very little. Okay. Okay. Right. Ooh. So. Counterpoint a wobbly box. Oh no. That's all too tempting. If they had made the box wobbly too, we would just not be able to transport it. We would be stuck. Be absolutely stuck. All right. So that is going to be our conclusion to the stream today. Thank you to everyone for coming in, whether you were here the whole time, whether you just wandered in right there towards the end. Either way, or whatever way, I appreciate you. Oops, I accidentally resized that box. That's what happened. I was like, what the heck just happened? I was trying to put away my notebook there, so I can put my cape back on. I missed the answer for the ink or insect milk question. Did you, or do you just want me to say it again? Did you miss it, or do you just need to hear me say the words again? I said the insect milk because at least it has nutritional value. Okay, so had a great stream today. I made some more progress, and just even though we didn't have a lot of scenes, I only did 6 prompts, but a lot of stuff happened. Like, I think at this point we have a very clear like beginning and end of the time loop, you know? And so now we have an idea of, okay, so who are these characters that the child has to help, and what are some things we can do in the middle to prevent the end times from coming, you know what I mean? I never lie, but that's good technique. I see. Yeah, and it was, man, we got rated twice. That was really, really nice. It's so nice of them to do that. And I love that I'm discovering and, well, being discovered by other TTRPG streamers and VTubers. It's a big, cozy, happy family, and I hope I can slowly, or maybe quickly, spread solo TTRPGs to everyone, because I would love to see more VTubers, particularly, because I know there's streamers that do it, but honestly, even I would love to even see more streamers do it, because most of the people who do solo TTRPG videos, they don't stream it. They just do like they do videos of it, but they don't live stream it. And so I would just love to see it, because I like seeing other people's thought processes as they go through these games, whether it's a game that I'm familiar with or not. I'm fascinated by the creative thought process. I love seeing why people make decisions on like what to do with this character or where to go here. And that's why I really enjoy those of you that share your TTRPG, you know, campaigns with me in the Discord, you know, because I'm just a huge nerd and I'm very nosy. Like Norm's Fabula Ultima campaign, like, love it. I eat that stuff up. I'm so invested. I want to know what the heck is gonna happen. And so I would love to watch other streamers do this, because it's fascinating to me. I love the creative writing story aspect, you know. Yeah, that's cool.